So it's that time again, Saturday Night Live, and it's Storm Dennis. Another weekend of really rough weather. Another weekend of being battered by these gale force winds and being battered by these torrential rains. Absolutely crazy. Um, it's not been long since we had Storm Ciara, who came last week, and she left a trail of damage. And now it's Dennis's turn. So we've got three people in the house. I told you, man. I told you. 8 p.m. on the dot. I told you I'd get it right one day. One day I'd get it right. One day I'll get it right. Oh, what am I doing? I've lost. I've just seen the thumbnail. It's horrible, isn't it? So we've got who's here? Let's see who's here. We've got 10 people here. We've got Sam's here, and Sam said, "Yeah, oh, brilliant. That was a lovely message." So yeah, thanks Jazz for squashing that troll. Always nice to start off with getting trolled right at the very start. So back to where I was. We've got Dean here, 8 p.m. on the dot. I told you one day I'll get it right, mate. We've got Sam, and there's no blaming Liz this time. It's all me. And Jazz is here. We've got Howling Dog Ranch here. Jazz, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Yeah, I like trolls. I eat them for dinner. Um, and we've got Friendly Food Forest here as well. Thank you very much for coming in, Joshua. I'm here. Got the week off for the new baby. How is the new baby? How are mother and baby? How are they both doing? So do you know how Jazz is saying she eats trolls for dinner? I'm gonna share something here, right? Someone he's quite famous in the permaculture world. Started he flipped on me and started trying to well he was bullying, right? And bullying is not just something that young people suffer from. A lot of adults suffer from it, and a lot of people in positions of power take advantage of their power, right? And they try and bully people. And there's one guy he was trying to do that to me. And Jazz from Alternative Smallholding, she honestly, as soon as I told her about it, that was it. She wasn't having any of it. She called out the bully for what he was, and she's exposed the bully for what he is. And I take honestly, I rate her for that. Absolutely rate her for that. She's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I really mean it. I really mean thank you. That's Jazz from Alternative Smallholding. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, so she did that, and yeah, I feel better now. Because no one should suffer from that sort of stuff, and it's good to have someone who's got your back like that. Thank you. So Howling Dog Ranch is saying trolls suck absolutely. Joshua's saying his baby and wife are doing brilliant. Have you got a name for the new baby? And we've had a weekend, like a crazy weekend last weekend with crazy weather. Absolutely. Tr- I don't know if anyone saw that the little live well the little video I did from the middle of the garden in the middle of that storm. It was funny as anything because the rain was pouring down. The camera was getting soaked. Well, my phone was getting soaked, I took refuge in the greenhouse for a bit, and yeah, it was just absolutely crazy. And then today I've been waiting for it. The storm was supposed to start earlier on this morning, and the day's been absolutely fine. We've had a bit of spitting. The rain's been spitting a little bit, and then in the last half an hour, it just seems to have gone crazy. The rain's beating down on the windows. The wind's howling outside. It's meant. It looks mental out there at the moment. Uh, so Riley K Zeba. I like Riley. Riley's a nice name. I like that. Uh, no problem, mister. I stand there for all my friends and won't allow anyone to bully them ever. Yeah, yeah, I know that. I know that. And I've seen it in action. Awesome. Uh, Look at the bullying that the Chinese are facing at the moment. I'm disgusted by it. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, it's a virus. It's crazy. Uh, it's horrid out there. Absolutely, yeah. It really is mental out there at the moment. If the wind is just, it feels like the house is shaking. You know, that's how when the wind's hitting the house, it feels like the house is swaying. It's crazy. We got down to 0 Fahrenheit. The rain is crazy in the UK. Yeah, the rain is crazy in the UK. 0 Fahrenheit. What's that in Celsius? Because that's gonna be about -20 or something. Is that minus about -20ish? Weather here is nice, but supposed to change tomorrow. Whereabouts are you, Amanda? Sayyida Khanum is here. Assalamu alaikum. It's Ahmad. Ahmad, how are you doing? You okay? Um, Bish, Fish with Bish is here. I was thinking, who's that then? Bish is in the house. How are you doing, big man? Uh, totally, totally agree. Sadly, this is what happens when mass media single out a segment of society and point the blame. The thing is, it's a virus. It's not like certain people have caused it deliberately. It's mental. Um, so trying to install a new bloody computer, keep losing signal, so might be a bit dodgy. When are you not dodgy? uh, and Amanda, am I saying that? Am I saying your surname right? Amanda Edda is in Northern California. Oh, it must be lovely there. We're on the right. We're on the right track with healthy eating. That's the only way to stop pandemics that do occasionally spread across the world. Uh, have you got some tips for us on what you're eating to boost your immune system? Um, Bish, you know I'm cheeky. You know I can be cheeky. Um, we've got 9 people in the house, 4 likes. If anyone hasn't hit that like for me, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like for me, thank you very much. Um, there's only one race on the planet, and that's the human race. It's about time we change this for the better and just respected each other. Check that. That's a lovely statement. That's nice. That Edda is a German name. I've said it right. Okay, even in my Yorkshire accent, I haven't mashed your name
up. Hi! Come on, Yasin!
Calm down.
The whole family's here.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, Fish! Hi, Fish!
Okay,
Hi, Fish! Hi, Fish!
Everyone slow down.
Hi, Fish.
So I've got two stand-ins today as well. So these are my two nephews. Hadi, sit back.
Hi,
sit back,
Sam.
Sit back because you're shaking the...
Hi, Sam. Oh, hi, Lou. Hi,
You're
Fish.
shaking the
Hi,
computer.
Fish. His name is Bish. Don't Yusuf. Hi.
Behave yourself.
Hi, Bish. Hi, Bish. Friendly Forest.
So
Hi, Friendly Forest.
Hi,
Friendly.
up.
Is Woo watching, Baba?
So Dean's heading back in 10 minutes. Dean, we'll see you when you're back.
Bye, Dean.
Bye, Dean.
Bye, Dean. Bye-bye. Is Lou watching?
No, Rue might be watching.
Wait.
So Jazz is here. Jazz is
Wait. Just where's the mouse?
Jazz is Rue's mum. So Jazz is here. What are you doing?
Who's Jazz?
I'm liking it.
Okay, stop, because we want to have a little chat. So,
Hey, kids from Jasmine.
hey kids from Jasmine, Al and Rue. There you go, there's Rue.
Who's Al?
Al is Rue's dad.
Oh.
So-
Who's Howling Dog match?
Howling? Dog Ranch.
Who's that?
There's the name, Amanda Edda.
Hi, Alaru.
So,
Hi, Alaru.
garlic, anything from the...
No,
Alright,
Al.
slow down.
Al is Rue's dad.
you need to come back a
not
bit.
Alaru.
So,
Al and
so
who I said.
slow down, guys. Let's have a look at what's going on. Let's have a look
Hi,
at what.
Bish.
Let's have a look at what's
Hi,
going on in the
Bish.
chat. So, what? Two kids weren't enough. You fancied a challenge. Yeah, this one especially. You're a challenge, aren't you?
No, he's a troublemaker.
Yeah.
You're trouble, baby. Wait, let me just
Okay.
go get my money.
Brian, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Brian, I've got two new ones.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Brian. So was it Nick that gave you them sunflower seeds?
Yeah, Nick gave us the sunflower seeds.
Hi, Nick. Look, I got Ricky. It's not even here.
Back in a bit. Need to turn it off and on
I
again.
got money. Hi, Bish. Hi. Hi, douche.
Right, Bish. We'll see. We'll see you in a bit. All right, Khadi, you need to take him downstairs.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm
Have a
not rich. Huh?
You need to
Yusuf,
take
get
Yusuf
downstairs.
Right,
No.
Go tell his mum.
Hold my bag full of money.
Okay.
I'm not.
Hey kids, what are you looking forward to eating from the garden? What are you looking forward to eating from the garden?
I'm not.
It's a cabbage.
Cabbage. Do you like cabbage?
No.
No? So what are you looking forward to eating?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Jazz,
I'm
Jazz
not.
grows so many tomatoes.
Calling you.
Come me.
Amanda, you take care. Thank you very much for coming in.
You're just
Rahman Raja is here.
lying.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you doing? Thank you
Papa,
very much for coming in.
Fufwama's calling him, but he's not even
Tell him
going.
to come and get him.
Me? No, Fufwama's calling Yusuf.
You can't beat a fresh sweet turnip.
Wait.
Where's
this
Steve?
one is this one.
What's Steve doing?
I don't
Can
know.
we share it?
No, you can't share it. You can sit down and relax.
Aw.
What? What do you mean by share?
Okay.
I share it to other people. 10 people liked it.
No, the 9 people liked it. I liked it too.
Oh.
Okay. Just slow down. Let's have a look what everyone's doing.
This one's a good one.
You're well behaved, aren't you?
That Yusuf's a little turnip.
Yeah. He's really
Catherine
annoying.
Ivy's here. Catherine, how are you doing?
Catherine Ivy.
Come on.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam
I
again.
told you, go and call his mum. Go and call his mum.
I already called.
Hi, Sam.
No, go and tell her to come upstairs. Go on.
Hi, everyone.
She said,
Go on to...
she said, I already told her to come upstairs, but she
Like
said,
this video and subscribe.
Yusuf?
Tomatoes are a good choice. Do you like peas?
No.
No, you don't like peas. Khadija likes peas.
I like
She picks peas up. She picks peas straight out of the pod and starts munching on them. Okay, yes, and you're going. Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna go ask Liana something. Liana!
So, just brought a pack of 8 Darlies today. B&M are selling them for $2.99.
Fufawama can read my mind!
Shh. We're live. You gotta calm down.
I'm just saying Fufawama can read my
You
mind.
gotta calm down. Okay. So, Sam, was it 8 for $2.99? You pulled the charger out.
Whoopsie.
So was it 8
Bye,
for
boy.
$2.99?
Skydiving. Is this the one you put it in?
Yeah. So I've got a B&M close by. If it's 8 for $2.99, I'm gonna go and get some. But 8 for $2.99 sounds like a bargain.
Sam, I don't have B&M. No fair.
So
Hi, Brian.
my peas never make it home.
Who's Friendly Forest?
Friendly Forest is Joshua. He used to call, yeah. Yeah, I'll post a photo on my Facebook wall later. Right, because I've got a B&M close by to me.
Wheelie.
But they don't always sell the same stuff, do they? Cheeky. Yeah, stop that. Okay. Um, so yeah, I love. What kind of dahlias were they? Because I love dahlias. The one.
Whee!
See, Jazz put up a video about growing cut flowers, and I was thinking there's something that I'm missing from my garden, which is my garden's functional, and it looks like an allotment in my back garden. So I want to try and make it look more like a family garden,
Ba 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 ba
especially at the
ba
top end,
ba.
and
Ba 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 ba.
and prettify it a little bit. Close that door. Close that door.
Close the door.
So no good me buying dahlias. I'm going up. I'm going up the wall. Stuck in the house. How are you feeling, Brian, at the moment? And how's it? Mm. Beautification is the term.
We get school holiday for a week.
Okay, sit down. So yeah, prettifying is not the right word, is it?
I need to take everything out of here.
How's your knee doing?
I'm only getting my money out.
Just sent you some messages. Just sent you some photos on Facebook. I'll check them out. Let me have a quick little check. Let's have a little peek
Peek of what?
at
Peek of
these
eating Baba's face.
dahlia flowers. Let's have a look. There we go.
Peek of Daddy Flower's face.
Ah, they're not bad at all. So, was it 8 tubers? Was it 8 tubers for $2.99? Because that seems amazing. Because they look like decent tubers as well. I'll admit it, I like flowers. You know your wife will be happy with more flowers. You can make some money selling cut flowers for sure. See, they come in a proper bag, and yeah, $2.99 for 8. Right, I'm gonna head down there tomorrow.
Can I come with you?
Yes, you can. So let's head down to
Can we do a video of it?
let's head down to B&M tomorrow morning and see what we can find.
Can we do a video?
An easy beautification are nasturtiums. Ground cover to suppress weeds, prevent soil evaporation, edible, and feed the pollinators. I grew nasturtiums a few years ago, and they were covered in black fly. And then how long? It was a good few years ago because my daughter and my nephew went near them, and they came into the house covered in black fly. But last year we grew nasturtiums. We had them growing just amongst our flower bed, and they grew beautiful. Do you know, this massive vine, absolutely awesome. Yeah, it was really nice. So I like them.
Baba, can we do a video tomorrow?
Because I had loads of seeds left over. Yeah, we can. Because I had loads of the seeds left over from a good few. They were out of date, but I planted them anyway, and they turned out into some really decent flowers. And yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, I want them. If not, Monty, let me know. And sorry, not B&M. Home bargains. Home bargains is even better because I work on top of home bargains.
Yeah.
I've got where my office is. My office is on top of. I rent an office on top of home bargains, so that's even better for me, mate. Yeah, B&M I'd have to drive a little bit further, but home bargains I'm right on top of it.
It's really close to home.
Yeah. So I'd love to sell cut flowers, but I think growing for my best friend's wedding is enough for this year. Yeah, I think if you can provide flowers for the whole wedding, that'll be absolutely amazing. That'd be such an achievement as well. Nasturtiums can be grown near beans to deliberately attract the fly. Do you know when I first got them? I got them as thinking that they'd make a nice climber, and I thought I'd have them climbing up a little arch that I've got.
Us climbing up an
Uh, if
I'm
you
listening to everything you're saying.
if you can't get one, could always get one for you and post it over. I'll let you know tomorrow, Sam. Yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow. Nice one, man. I appreciate that.
Yay.
Nasturtium jam jelly is
I'm
delicious,
rich.
and they attract cabbage butterflies too. Uh, so they're well. They sound like a pretty decent sacrificial flower, then, don't they?
Yes. Wow. What are you even talking about?
We're talking about nasturtiums. You know
What's
those big yellow
nasturtiums?
flowers that we had.
Oh, I think you
Rahman
must.
Rajam, Barbara's allotments here. Barbara, how are you doing? Thank you very
Hi,
much for coming in.
Barbara. Who's Barbara?
How's the weather where you are at the moment?
Who's Barbara?
So tell me some veggies to sow indoors this month. And did you need any seeds?
This one, Sam has been.
After these lot is crazy.
Because we're
So I
eating
need
his
to
head off.
I need to have a good chat with my mum and see what we need and what we don't need. Because I got them all out the other day, got the seeds out, and then never got around to making a list of what I wanted and what I don't want. So I will definitely. I need to do my seed order because I'm running out of time.
Because we're going to eat your face.
Behave. We call them daylilies or tiger lilies, perennial flowers that you can sell every year.
What's tiger
I
lily?
want some daylilies.
What's
Yeah, I
tiger
really want
lily?
some daylilies. That's a flower that I really want in the garden.
What's a
There's
tiger lily?
there's where is it?
Baba, where's a tiger lily? What's a tiger lily?
There's a country house near where I live. I can't remember the name of it, but they've got like the biggest daylily collection in the whole of Europe. It's amazing, absolutely beautiful. Golden Acre Park, yeah, Golden Acre Park. It was round where the house was, and they're just absolutely full of daylilies. They've got the biggest collection in, like I say, in the whole of Europe, and it just looks absolutely wonderful. I was tempted to sneak over the fence and just help myself to a few cuttings, uh, but too many people around for any of that business. Um, Barbara, yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. We're just sort of surviving this weather. We're just surviving. We're just sort of surviving this weather.
Yep.
So daylilies are edible too, apparently. I didn't know that.
I didn't know
The only flowers that I know that, well, I grow a lot of borage for the bees, and they're edible.
Baba,
And mallows as well. I grow a lot of them.
on TV
Because-
I saw loads of flowers that were edible and a guy was eating its petals.
The guy was eating its petals, was he?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to go see what your brother's doing? Make sure he's all right. Go and check on him.
He's definitely reading his book.
Okay, just go and check on him for me.
No, I know he's reading
Go on,
his book
go
because I
on.
can see it from here.
Nick's allotment diaries here. Nick, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in, mate. Becky's allotments here as well.
Hi, Becky.
I've got a little parrot sat in the background, saying hello to everyone. Sue Jones is here. Hi, Sue. Thank you very much for coming in.
Hi.
Hope you're well.
How much people are
Tigers.
there? Hi, Mr. 13 people.
Brian saying, don't make silly noises. Tiger lilies are nasty. They bite your backside.
I'm a cow.
Come here.
Ow.
Come sit next to me.
I'm still sorting money out.
Yeah, she's got loads of money at the moment. There we go. So she's a millionaire at the minute. Go and check on your brother, see what he's doing. So
I need to cover one.
BRB, hi Jazz, that's my initials. People fill the ditches in the country with daylilies. They spread vigorously from rhizomes, so most people growing them will give some to if you dig them up. Yeah, see, I really want some daylilies in the garden. That's one of the I really like
Remember
daylilies.
when we went to Malvern and we
See,
smoked the turtles?
What? Yeah, I remember when you spoke the turtles. See, Nick's here, so you wanted to talk to him about the sunflower challenge.
When is the
Come forward.
when is the
So-
sunflower challenge gonna be in March?
So ask Nick about the sunflower challenge. When to do it.
When do we have to do the sunflower challenge?
So there we go. He's going to tell you now. So
Hi, me, myself, and I.
me, myself, and Isaac. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum
Me,
assalam wa
myself,
rahmatullah.
and
How are
I.
you
What
doing?
is
Thank you very
that?
much for coming in. I think I messed up on.
Why
I think
isn't
I'm.
he answering?
Okay, slow down. Let him type it. You've got to be patient. So I think I messed up on red, long, sweet pointed peppers. Planted 80 of them, thinking none would grow up. Now I've got 8 growing. Hope the rest don't grow, or I'm going to be in a bit of a pickle. You can always
At the end of
you can try
March.
selling them, Sam. I'm sure loads of people on your
Wait.
site would want them.
Wrong spelling
It's
name.
okay. It's okay.
KHADIJA.
Look. You can survive. It's okay. I think it'll be at the end of March. So are you excited?
When is the end of March?
So we've got about a month left.
Why?
Why? Because we've got to wait for the weather to warm up.
Why?
Because otherwise the plants won't germinate.
Why?
I
I watched something on TV, then someone kept saying something, and then the other person said, why? Why?
Okay,
Why?
So Sam, haven't you got a trailer for your bike anymore? Because you used to have a... There you go, he spelt it right this time.
He put a laughing emoji. Baba laughs like this.
Okay, stop. So who needs trolls when you can get trolled by your own kids?
Why does it say that?
I'm saying that. So Sophia's in the house. Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in.
Bedtime?
How are you doing, Khadi?
Bedtime.
Sophia's saying, how are you? How is everyone?
I'm
And
good.
daylilies are nice because weeds rarely grow through the mat of leaves near the ground.
Eid. Oh, Eid.
Very little work, and they come back each year.
When is it Eid?
When is Eid? Eid is at the end of.
Don't say Ramadan's in my birthday, in the month of my birthday again.
It might be.
No, then I have to have my party again in April again.
It's okay. I'm sure you'll be fine. I do have one, but I'm not attaching it to my bike because it scratches the paint up big time. You need to get yourself a basket.
We have a basket.
No, he needs a basket for his bike.
Why a basket for a bike?
Because
baskets are too tiny.
No, he rides his bike to the garden and he balances stuff on his. He balances stuff while he's riding. So if he had a basket, then it'd help him.
Oh, a bike, and so you have a bike and then them square baskets you put in.
Yeah, you could have a square basket at the front and then he could take his plants.
Oh, I've seen a picture of that.
Yeah.
I think on an advert it showed like bikes and scooters, and then I saw one. I saw a bike. I saw a pink bike.
You stop pushing me.
With something like that.
Okay, she's describing her bike.
Something like this and this on the handles, and then it had a basket.
Khadija, you're lucky and blessed. Wish my birthday was in Ramadan. There you go. It'd be nice to have your birthday in Ramadan. Rahman Raja's saying.
Why? So you get to have iftar on your own.
Yeah. So
Well,
how's the weather
the
been there today? We had a lot of rain, but the wind wasn't too bad. Nick,
Oh, my temper.
all day long I was waiting for the storm. Went through most of the day with a little bit of drizzle on and off. Hardly any wind at all. And in the last, about half an hour before I came on, the weather just went crazy. At one point,
Can you get
it
your
was beating it.
foot up?
It was.
You're sitting on my money.
Khadija, go downstairs now. Go and see what your baby is doing.
I know he's reading his book.
Just go and check on him. Go on. Yeah.
Stay.
So.
I said stay. Ah! Stay.
So, Yeah, the rain's beating against the windows. Yeah, you can hear it. It sounds like hail actually, but it's not. It's just big fat raindrops. The wind's blowing. It feels like almost the house is shaking. So we're getting a lot of wind at the moment. So far, we last week when we had the winds, we had one fence panel blown down, and I haven't put that back up. Oh, and I won't put that back up until this weather settles down. I just hope no other fence panels come down because they're getting those panels come down every time. So I was thinking of just getting those, those dirt boards, those concrete dirt boards, and putting a few more of those up so the fence panels aren't as flimsy and they don't they don't rot as quickly with all the soil splashing against them. So where Sam is in Leicester,
He's watching a movie.
it's really windy there.
God, you stayed.
Khadija, can you stop it?
Okay.
So
Dad. No.
so it's really windy. It's really windy where Sam is. The wind is howling at the moment in where Sophia is. There's hardly any wind here in Manchester. Plenty of rain. So you lost
Sometimes I fall, but I don't hit the ground.
a Sometimes you fall, but you don't hit the ground. Okay.
Not mine. Money.
Um,
Money stays with me. No one else is a billionaire.
So
I am
I've lost
a
it.
billionaire.
I wonder if it's
Who is
Magnetic
only
G that
billionaire?
found a grenade today
Who
in
is only
Leicester.
billionaire?
No
Hey!
way.
Give it!
Don't tease her.
Give
Don't
it!
tease her.
I'm not teasing her. I'm only playing.
Yeah, don't wind her up.
I'm not winding anyone up. I don't even have. Why is her wind?
So
What's his handle then?
okay. So I wonder if really someone found a grenade today.
What's a grenade?
A bomb. So someone
What's a
found.
bomb?
I just told you what it is. So someone found one in Leicester today. That's
Why?
crazy. A Cumra is generally I think it's either called depends on the type you're looking at. It's either going to be called a wax gourd or a. Can I just stop it? It's either going to be called a wax gourd or it's going to be called an ash gourd. So that's what you're talking about.
It's gonna have a big vault and they can swim in it.
Okay, if you guys want to talk about Monopoly, then why don't you go downstairs and talk down there about it?
No, I'm staying here.
Does anyone want to know what my life would be like in the future?
Anyone want to know about your life, what it's going to be like in the future?
Yeah.
I think
Like where I'm gonna, my home, my location.
I have to live in an igloo on a beach.
you're going to live in an igloo on the beach.
That's what I said in the book I have
Okay.
to do.
So
I'm gonna live
stop,
in a
stop.
house.
Hang on. They closed the canal off again today as a magnet fisher pulled out an explosive device.
Okay, Dad,
I
wait.
believe it was a grenade. No, see, someone someone pulled out a grenade from the river, from the canal, on a
I know
magnet.
what canal is.
So can you believe that someone pulled out a magnet, a grenade on a magnet?
Yep, magnets are very useful.
That's really crazy, isn't it?
No, magnets are
Huh?
Other three people hit the like.
So
Magnets are really useful.
yeah, so whoever hasn't hit that like, please hit that like for me. Sit back,
I've already hit it by ear, so.
sit back, sit back, sit back.
Oh, instead of like hitting
Yeah, but my-
the like just pressing it, you can actually just get a bat and just bang it.
Stop,
That's the way of hitting.
stop touching stuff.
No, with hitting could be.
Right. See, you can tell my wife's awake, and I'm completely out of control. Okay. And it's completely out of control here. It's completely out of control here. You can tell that. No,
Yes.
don't do that.
Can't do it.
No, don't end the live stream. Get off
Fine.
it. Get off it. Sit down.
Tony Stark is here.
Tony Stark is here. How excited was he when you came in then? Nick, yeah, they pull out, they chuck a magnet into the canals and rivers and stuff, and they pull out whatever they can find. So it's yeah, they call it magnet fishing, but they're not fishing for fish.
Wait, Dad,
So,
Dad,
there's
this
the-
reminds me of
Okay,
on
slow
the
down.
subway stuff. Is
episode, like the girl who wears an alien costume, she was
Yeah.
like using an invention which had a magnet on it, and when it sends metal, she just has to press the button and then boom!
Boom. Wow.
So
Awesome.
the magnet,
Absolutely
the
awesome.
metal thing just comes out
Okay.
and just goes on the magnet.
Wow. So
this.
there's been about 8 grenades found in Leicester recently by magnet fishermen. So that's insane. That.
How many robots were found?
Oh, you can tell. I'm on my own and I'm losing
And
control.
I also
here.
got a big imagination.
Yeah, I know you've got a massive imagination. So everyone's saying hello to Tony.
Who's Tornado?
Tony, you know the one you said Tony Stark.
Is he a real Tony Stark?
Is he the real? Ask him.
Are you the real Tony Stark?
Oh, just blew someone's ears out. You don't need to scream down the phone at them. I bought a magnet just to find I couldn't
Are you the
drive
real
my
Tony
scooter
Stark?
through the barriers.
Are you the
Sit
real
back.
Tony Stark? That sounded like a normal voice since it was so
Okay,
Nope, I'm
I'll-
super. Is that okay? UK
sit back.
here
Let
we
me.
grow.
Yeah, you can hear me go.
Here we grow. Get it? Like here we go. Instead it's here we grow.
It's clever, isn't it? Kids, can you go find some paper and draw me farm animals? Rue will do it too and share it on your dad's group
No.
later. Yeah, that's a good idea. You can draw some
I
farm
want
animals.
to draw some imaginative stuff.
Yeah, you can draw an imaginative cow. Draw a cow from your imagination. Colour it purple or something.
No, I don't
can see
do
you having a
colours.
great... Tony, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Crazy!
I thought I'd settle them down. I cooked them dinner.
Hit the like button.
You had sausages and mash, didn't you?
Hit the like button.
And yeah,
Hit the
I
like
thought
button.
I'd settled you down, and yeah, I've lost control. So Frank Colwell's here. Frank, how are you doing, man? Thank you very much for coming in. What are you doing?
But
It'll stop you from being able to like it if you keep doing that. It'll stop you from being able to touch it. Yeah, so Sam's saying draw your picture, and then everyone can be judges, see who can draw the best one. So go on. I think that's a good idea. That.
Can we do a next live stream?
Well, no, we'll go and draw a picture. You.
Can we do one of your My Family Garden videos?
Yeah, off you go. You and Khadija go and draw a picture of a farm animal. Oh my gosh. So Tony, you've just arrived in the last few minutes. They've been going like that for the last half an hour. It's nutty. It's absolutely nutty. I had my nephews here as well, so I had 4 of them. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. It's crazy. Do you know, like, I miss my wife. You can't. It's when, do you know, when you're on your own, and that's when you realize, you know, the importance and the value, yeah, of your other half. And yeah, yeah. Welcome to my world. I've got 3 here tonight. See, I've had these 2, and there's 4. My nephews are. So the eldest is 9, the youngest is 5, I think. So they're all within that age range, and they just go mental. Excuse me. I'm surprised to see you still going, Sam. I was very close to cutting it short. If they didn't go downstairs now, I think I would have said goodbye. Someone sent me a cutting of a flowers plant, and it's called Raat Ki Rani. It has a great fragrance, and the flowers only open at night. They successfully. That sounds like an interesting plant. Raat Ki Rani. Because stocks do that. You know, stocks they flower at night, and they make a really nice smell. But I'm quite interested in that plant. Can you send me a picture of that? Brian, I couldn't, do you know when you're saying you couldn't manage without your wife? They're so important in our lives, and we so often we just underestimate them and undervalue them, and we shouldn't do it. But yeah, we take them for granted, and yeah, it's not right because they I mean, my wife is uh, my absolute rock, and I couldn't. Yeah, you see me, I'm a complete mess without her. um, I'd be lost. I'd be lost without my fiance. Fiance, she's my rock. Yeah. See, all the guys, let it out, man. Come on, everyone, let it out now. Candy Wallace is here. How are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. I honestly struggle with just rules sometimes, but I always find setting a challenge works great. Women are at all. Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with that. Brian, that's what I was. I think. Do you know Brompton stocks? Are they the same? Oh, Brompton stocks for day scent, and normal stocks for knife scent. Um, that's not a bad idea. That I'm gonna have to. Let me. Brompton stocks. I'm gonna write that down. Um, yeah, Brompton stocks. I'll keep repeating it so I don't forget it. Your wife is lovely. I hope to get. We'll be down at Malvern again this year. But yeah, I want to get down there because yeah, you looked after us at Malvern as well. Yeah, you, you keep coming in and swooping in and doing it. I just watched my wife get cut open to have a baby. I think I owe her a few. Yeah, um, Joshua, that's one of the hardest times, and and you're completely helpless. You're in that situation where you're completely helpless. You can't do anything, and you can't. Yeah, you can't. You feel useless at that time, but it's all about her, and that's the way it should be. Um, so there are a number of different stocks: Brompton, Virginian, and Night Scented, to name a few. See, I've always known the night scented ones. I didn't know there were Brompton stocks. So, let, ah, I can see that. That looks like an actual shrub rather than just a. So, Rahman Raja's just sent me a picture of the flowers he's calling Rat Kerani. Um, I don't know what they are. I'll post it on the group and see if we can get an English name to identify it. So, yeah, Joshua, exactly. Um, Congrats on your new little one, but yes, she is going to need you lots. Yeah. Stocks are treated the same way as brassicas. I've always grown them in a tub. Do you mean with lots of on hard soil? I'm one of them men that think the missus should do everything in the house. I barred my missus. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them men that think the missus should do everything in the house. I barred my missus from laundry and washing pots and many other things in a real relationship house where it should be 50-50. I think everything should be 50-50, shouldn't it? But it's all about give and take. I think it's a lot about give and take in it. Uh, so the scent they produce is so nice. Do you know it actually looks a little bit like jasmine? You know that flower, but put it on the group. I'm sure someone will identify it. Shady's back. Shady's back. Check him out. I think it's night blooming jasmine. I thought it was. Yeah, it looks a bit. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. So there's another one who's saying it's jasmine. What did you miss? You missed half an hour of the kids just driving me crazy on the live stream, and me constantly trying to get rid of them, and not being able to do it. and Jazz has sent them off to do a drawing competition, so that they're all downstairs drawing now. So that's what you missed. I was almost ready to snap. I was almost ready to go. Uh, my mother-in-law. So your mother-in-law grows jasmine. I like that. I like that flower. It looks quite. And if it smells nice, then that'll be awesome. Because in summer we like sitting out in during the back garden near the pond and just having our tea out there. If it's warm, have a little fire and just sit out there. That's all right. So I banned my wife from heavy work. Welcome. So I timed it well. Dean, you timed it perfect, mate. Just as it was about, I was about to go mental. You've come back in. Uh, welcome. So Tony, what's it like where you are at the moment? Because it's really it's about half an hour all day. It's been spitting, a little bit of drizzle, nothing serious, and about half an hour before I went live, it just went absolutely crazy. What wins do you have, Tony? Uh, so Night Scented Jasmine is a brilliant houseplant. Yeah, that's the English name, I think, but the one from Pakistan has a stronger scent, I think. Ah, is that where you brought it from, Pakistan? If you, I might fancy a cutting of that one. That one would be a good one. Um, you're a very good you're very good tolerant. Oh, I'd have lost it pal well before. It's do you know when I have all four of them and they all start at it and they're getting cheekier and cheekier. I was never that cheeky when I was a kid because yeah, I was never that cheeky when I was a kid. But they're too fresh nowadays. Um, so it's crazy here at the moment. How my roof's still on, I don't know. Have you seen the video of the waterfall flowing backwards because of the wind? Did you post that? Because I haven't seen a video. I haven't seen that video. I'm back on. So Bish is back as well. So we've got Dean who returned back, and we've got Bish returned back. um, I'm back on my all singing, all dancing computer. It even makes the tea. Can you fetch us a cup? Because I ain't had a cup of tea this evening. I brought. Let me plant. Let the plant produce some more side twigs in the summer. And I'll send you some nice one. Yeah. Um, I call it sassy, and I tell Rue to stop being sassy. MC MC Sass Pants. Is they're too fresh. They're way too fresh. They've got an answer for everything. Um, and I was never like that. Kids nowadays, pal, are a totally new strain. The stuff my daughter has come out with. Uh, they they're not. Yes,
I'm still doing the live stream.
yes, I'm still doing the live stream.
Can I use one of these pencils?
So, I bought a pack of pencils because you took all my pencils and lost them all.
Can I just use one?
One.
Okay.
I'm hiding the rest of them.
Okay. Hide them good. Because I'm going to be looking for them.
Okay.
Right after this pencil runs out.
Okay. In Ireland, in Ireland, search this to see if Storm Dennis causes Sligo waterfall to flow backwards. Okay. Uh, I'll have a look at that. So, a Sligo waterfall to flow backwards. Let's have a look. There we go. I've got it on. I've got it on. I've got it on. Oops! I've just deleted it. I've got it on YouTube, so I'll watch that after. Just wait until my dad. My dad always told us the police would bat the police would bat our lungs if we didn't behave. Eh? Just waiting, just wait until they become teenagers. Nick, have you got a teenager? Because I'm not looking forward to that. This is hard. That's gonna be horrible. Isn't sassy a word in Bengali? Yeah, sassy means auntie in Bengali. My next video on the Friendly Food Forest channel will show side by side comparison of seedling transplanted on time, um, and ones that stayed in the little pods too long. Ah, okay, that'll be interesting. Uh, Hope you're well. This driving me to distraction. The two comparison. Bish, I'm going crazy, man. Last week was tough. This week was pretty good. This week's been very good actually. And this last half an hour has been a real test. This last half an hour has been a real test. Uh, Nick, I dread her being a teenager. She's either going to be my best mate or hell on earth. I'm not looking forward to teenage years. There's always a reason behind it, and there's always a reason they have behind anything you ask them, and it's always somehow your fault as well. Uh, Lugs is okay, okay. So Nick's son's 14. Oh, that must be fun. That's the peak hormones then as well, isn't it? It's peak hormones at 14, so that must be fun for you. Oh my god, I have a 16, 11, and a 10-year-old, and they're all paying in the when they want to be, and they can and they can be so adorable at other times as well, though. So, but and they'll just melt you with that one little bit, but then at other times they'll just drive you crazy as well. I'm from the northeast. I'm moving out when so Sam's gonna move out instead of not the teenagers. I've got two teenagers and I'm thinking of leaving the country and living on an island with the dog. You can borrow my daughter's igloo on a beach if you want. Ismail Karolia's here. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for coming in, brother. How are you doing? I feel like moving out now, Sam. The daughter's almost 23. See, the f- the first week my wife went away, I was fi- I was finding it really tricky. Um, it was really difficult actually, because I was trying to figure out a routine, how I'm going to do things at different times. But recently, this last week, we got the routine fixed. What they were doing, when they were doing it, how they were doing, what they were going to eat for after school, what they're going to eat for their evening meal. Um, I knew when, I was ironing the clothes before I went to bed, got it ready, so I wasn't running about like a madman in the morning looking for it. So this last week went quite well. I'm quite happy with the way this last week's gone actually. But doing this on my own full time, I couldn't do it. Yeah, I just couldn't do it. You need that help. You need that help. If my mum wasn't here, then I would really, I would have been going, I would have gone mental by now. And that's just after 2 weeks. Kids are ace. They're just mini humans, and they have some bad days, good days, and hyper days as we do, but without the ability to regulate their emotions. See, you managed to understand them though, and that's why when as soon as you came out with that little trick about go and draw me something, and they're nice and quiet, and they're busy drawing. Um, See, I try and get Dave to write me a story. 'Cause he's always telling me about his. He's always wants to talk about his story and and tell his story. So I keep telling him to write it out. Uh, and I'm trying to get him to do that a bit more. That's cheating. Getting your mum in. I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling as sorry for you now. It's- if I didn't, Sam, if I didn't have my mum, these last couple of weeks, I won't. Yeah, I won't be. I won't. I would be in a straitjacket. I would have lost the plot by now. So, yeah, she's made it a lot easier. Sometimes it takes a stranger to set the challenge though, but also remember, I home ed, so I have tricks up my sleeve. Did you have any experience of being a teacher before you started doing that, or did you just say right one day that's it, I'm gonna do it, or did you did you have any experience? Did you know what you were doing, or have you taught yourself how to teach? Because that's a skill as well, isn't it? Um, so we're coming up to 9 o'clock, and the kids have got yeah they've got holidays this week, but I don't want to get them to bed too late. Otherwise, yeah, I want a bit of peace and quiet once they've gone to bed. Yeah, that's the other thing I did today. I cleaned. I washed the shower. I took the shower curtain down. I washed that. I washed the washing machine. I cleaned the sofas, so I got the leather polish out and scrubbed the sofas and polished the sofas. Cleaned all the cracks in between the sofa seats and all the cushions of the sofas. Cleaned all that out under the sofas. Swept everything up, mopped everything up. Check me out. I'm proper. I'm on it. Right, with tea time and live got editing to complete as always. It's been a pleasure, guys. Um, Guys and girls, and all those not sure. Catch you next time, 8 p.m. on the dot. Dean, nice one, mate. Thanks very much for coming in, and yeah, appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. And I'll probably bump into you on Facebook. See you in a bit. I'm gonna live. I'm going. So okay, so I'm going live on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Hope to see you all there. So Wednesday, 9 p.m. Dean, stick a little reminder on our group as well, and make sure you tell everyone that you're going live because I missed. I saw today that you'd gone live yesterday. Uh, I want to catch you live. No, I just love learning and passing that on. I don't need to be a teacher because I'm not obliged to teach as they do in school. I think understanding how kids' minds works is the foundation. You know the wife is going to think your mum did it now. As long as I survive till next week, because what day is it today? So she's back in 9 days. Yeah, she's back in 9 days. So hopefully, yeah, she's gonna be back in 9 days. So hopefully I'll make it to One Piece. The kids will all be, uh, yeah, well fed and groomed and cleaned. I need to sort Toyib's hair needs sorting out, so we need to sort that one out as well. Stay safe, folks. It's windy out there. Have a great, uh, windy out there. Great live chat again, Monty. Tony, nice one, mate. We'll see you again soon. Gonna do a so have a good evening, and you stay safe, especially if you're out on duty as well. Um, so Dean's gonna do a fortnightly live every Wednesday. So if this Wednesday is the first one, he's gonna do one again every 2 weeks after that. So that's a date for everyone's diary. Liz Zorab's here. Liz, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. It's always nice to see you. Um, I'll go live again. I'll go live again one day. I'm terrified of it. If you want, I'll come on with you, and we can have a bit of a chat. Just us two. Uh, um, Want to borrow my straight jacket, Brian? I think if I can, let's see how it goes. I might make it to next week. If I make it to next week, then I might be all right. It'll be it'll be a walk in the park, I'm sure. If I can make it to next week, then yeah, it's only 9 days. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, it's not. I've done all right so far. I've nearly managed 2 weeks of being a single parent. So let's see how if I can. And I think I've got over the worst of it. But I think, the days leading up to my wife coming back, that they'll start going a bit crazy again. I think they'll stop acting up then. So thank you, thanks everyone. So, I know, but you don't. You, I know, but you didn't remind me. uh, so Liz is see, Liz. Do you know what? Do you know I was reading your message last week, and because I was late coming on, I think I came on at 8 minutes past eight, and Dean was having a go at me for coming on late. So I says, "Oh, it's Liz's fault," because she sent me a message that I had to read. um, so Mike's hobbies is here. Mike, how are you doing, mate? Thank you very much for coming in. I want to get the kids to explain the pictures one by one and put it on a wall so they can see their work and send them to bed. That's not a bad idea. So, da, 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 da. A split live. If you use Streamyard, we can do like a live like that. That's a little cool little trick. Uh, okay, then I'll take it on the chin. Right, guys. It's it, 9 o'clock. We've been going for an hour. I'm gonna call it a day there, and try and get these kids settled. For everyone who's just coming in, I'm sorry, but yeah, we'll be here again, and I'll try and be on time next time. Again, see, I did eight. I managed it. I managed to get on start at eight, bang on 8 o'clock today. No, you don't need to be sorry, mate. We'll see you. We'll see you next week. I have to go eat night. Jazz, thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you again soon. Um, everyone else, have a great evening. Stay safe in the weather because it's going to be bad again tomorrow and probably on Monday as well. So stay safe. Yeah, take precautions. Make sure people know where you are. Make sure you've got your phone charged if you're going out, and yeah, just be safe. Do everything that you need to do to take precautions. And I'll see you again this time next week. And I'm gonna go and have some more fun trying to get these kids to bed. So I'm gonna leave it there for this one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.